DETV News is powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Tonight, a new study uncovers a troubling source of pollution in Delaware waterways, what's being blamed, and why some say action is critical. Plus, Wilmington's incoming mayor makes key decisions for the city's future, and a tragic scene unfolds in Newcastle County. Police reveal new details about a domestic-related shooting that leaves one person injured and another dead. Those stories and much more coming up tonight on DETV News. Good evening and welcome to this DETV News Brief. I'm Matt Ford. Thanks so much for being with us this evening. Here's what's making headlines today across the first state. A federal judge has dismissed Hunter Biden's gun case following a sweeping pardon from President Joe Biden. U.S. District Judge Mary Ellen Norica closed the case just before Hunter's sentencing, where he faced up to 25 years in prison. Prosecutors opposed the dismissal, arguing a pardon should not erase the case entirely. Hunter was convicted of lying on a 2018 federal gun form denying drug use during his addiction. The pardon has drawn bipartisan criticism, complicating Biden's legacy as he approaches the end of his presidency on January 20th. Separately, a Los Angeles judge is reviewing tax charges after Hunter failed to pay $1.4 million. A collapsed plea deal last year initially aimed to spare him prison time, but faced judicial skepticism over its terms. Here at home, a recent University of Delaware study reveals that human waste is the primary pollutant affecting 3 inland waterways in Sussex County, exacerbating Delaware's status as the U.S. leader in impaired waterways. While tap water remains safe for all residents, the findings underscore the urgent need for improved septic and wastewater infrastructure amidst growing development. Researchers analyzed water from Love Creek, Broadkill River, and Murderkill River, identifying significant human waste contributions, particularly linked to nearby housing developments. Despite a $25 million wastewater treatment upgrade in 2016, the study highlights ongoing infrastructure challenges as many septic systems lack regular maintenance. Though no immediate health risks are present, experts suggest property owners perform frequent checks to mitigate pollution and enhance water quality. And new today, the ACLU of Delaware has filed a lawsuit against the city of Wilmington, claiming it violated the free speech rights of Hanif Salam, a local community organizer during an event highlighting police violence. The lawsuit alleges city officials and police imposed restrictions on the August Positive Vibes in the Park event, barring speeches, chanting, or the use of the phrase "justice for all." Scheduled speakers included family members of individuals killed by police. According to the ACLU, the restrictions forced Salam to relocate the event to a library outside of the city. The lawsuit also claims Wilmington police monitored the organizer's social media posts and labeled the gathering as a potential concern. ACLU Delaware Legal Director Dwayne Bensing called the alleged actions flagrantly unconstitutional, adding, quote, "government suppression of speech based on disagreement with the message should trouble everyone," end quote. The lawsuit seeks a court declaration that the city violated Salam's First Amendment rights, an injunction to prevent future actions, as well as attorney fees. Wilmington officials have not yet commented. And speaking of the city, incoming Wilmington Mayor John Carney announced that he will retain the current chiefs of the city's police and fire departments. Wilmington Police Chief Wilfredo Campos and Fire Chief John Looney were reappointed on November 27th. Carney, who assumes office here in Wilmington next year, praised their leadership and dedication to Delaware's largest city. Campos, a 28-year police veteran and the first Hispanic chief in department history, has focused on community engagement and mental health initiatives. Looney, with over 3 decades in the fire service, has prioritized safety and training since his appointment in 2021. Carney said, quote, "Chief Campos and Chief Looney bring unmatched experience and a vision for Wilmington's future. Both leaders aim to continue building on their department's progress here in Wilmington." The U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs is investing $630 million in medical facilities across 6 states with a significant focus here on Delaware. the VA will launch a competitive procurement process to establish a new medical facility down in Sussex County, expanding the community-based outpatient clinic by over 100,000 square feet. This strategic development aims to improve healthcare accessibility for local vets by eliminating the need to travel to the Ellesmere VA Medical Center, thereby enhancing their medical service experience. To crime news now, a 30-year-old man died by suicide after shooting his mother multiple times Friday morning near Newcastle. County police identified the man as C.R. Hall. Officers responded to the 400 block of Bethune Drive in Dunleith. Hall's 46-year-old mother was found in a yard with multiple gunshot wounds and taken to Christiana Hospital, where she remains in stable condition tonight. Police say Hall shot his mother during a confrontation over personal matters before turning the gun on himself. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The medical examiner ruled his death a suicide. If you or someone that you know is a victim or witness of a violent crime or have lost a loved one to sudden death and need assistance, the Newcastle County Division of Police Victim Services Unit is available to offer you support and resources. That number is 302-395-8000. And gunfire went off at the height of the holiday travel at the Biden rest stop on I-95. State police say a 45-year-old man from New York was shot during a robbery at the rest stop in Newark. It happened in the parking lot near the Starbucks at 7 a.m. Sunday morning. The man had apparently stopped at the service station while traveling and was approached by an unknown suspect or suspects, according to troopers, who say the suspect robbed and then shot the man. When police arrived, the victim was lying on the ground. He was rushed to the hospital and is expected to make a full recovery. Police have not made any arrests yet in this case. And turning over to weather now, our Shakira Denise is here live in the studio. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. Hey, Shakira.
DETV News Weather is brought to you by Real Life Prosthetics. Live life fully with Real Life Prosthetics. Your ability is our mission. Hey, Matt, and good evening, DETV fam. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. Hopefully you were able to enjoy time with loved ones and indulge in some good food. And for those who travel, welcome back. Now that we're settling back into our routines, let's talk about what Mother Nature has in store for us this week. Today, I'm sure everyone was bundled up because it was frigid. We started off with temperatures in the low 40s, and then tonight expect the temperature to drop down to the mid 20s. For Hump Day Wednesday, expect a chilly start to your morning. We will have partly sunny skies and a mild high of 41 degrees. Expect another cold night with a small chance of flurries and evening temps around 25 degrees. So Wilmington, it's looking like a pretty calm and seasonal start to the week. Stay warm and stay safe out there. I'll see you tomorrow for another update. Back to you, Matt.
Shakira, thank you so much for that. We will see you right back here tomorrow. In other headlines tonight, Delaware State Police have arrested Caitlin Kuchnovitz, 22 years old, of Lewis, Delaware, on child abuse charges following an investigation at Beach Babies Daycare back on November 15th. Investigators allege that she forcefully grabbed a 2-year-old, causing minor injuries. The daycare immediately terminated her employment. On November 25th, she turned herself in and was charged and released on her own recognizance. Authorities continue to investigate the case down in Sussex County. And all Delaware inmates now have access to handheld tablets, a program launched by the Department of Correction in partnership with ViaPath Technologies. Initially a pilot back in 2019, the initiative expanded statewide at no cost to taxpayers. The tablets enhance communication with families and offer educational, treatment, and reentry resources. They also provide free access to apps for legal research, career skills, and faith-based content, alongside paid services like messaging, entertainment, and video calls. These tablets transform how we connect inmates with learning, wellness, and reentry tools, says Correction Commissioner Tara Taylor. She also emphasized the benefits for personal growth and facility safety. Over the past year, inmates conducted 12 million family interactions, including 8.1 million messages and over 300,000 video visits. Tablets do not allow for internet access. And the Vision Coalition will host an equity and education event coming up on December 6th. at Wilmington University's Dover campus. The discussion will focus on funding for K-12 education with input from nonprofits like Rodell, Delaware. The old funding system, nearly 80 years old, is inequitable, says Rodell's communication director, Matt Amos. Experts say it disadvantages low-income and English learner students. Admission is free and registration details are available on their website. And First State Educate wrapped up 2024 with its year-end celebration, awarding $4,000 mini grants to projects in the Christina and Capital School Districts. Held on December 2nd at Wilmington's CSC station, the event also honored Hyacinth Lewis, McCullough Middle School principal, for excellence in family engagement. The nonprofit's mission focuses on empowering communities and school boards to improve student outcomes. A holiday toy drive added to the festivities, spotlighting a season of giving as well as educational support. And the temporary encampment known as Tharos, which means courage in Greek, has been cleared from former Troop 7 property, which was demolished in June. For 45 days, the site housed 28 tents for 14 men and 14 women in a pilot program led by Code Purple. Guests transitioned to indoor shelters on December 1st, with men at St. Jude's in Lewis and women at Lutheran Church of Our Savior in Rehoboth Beach. Program Director Mike Agnew called the initiative a success, providing temporary housing as well as case management. Volunteers are still needed to support this program. And construction began Monday along Route 1 in Dewey Beach to improve sidewalks and pedestrian safety. Town manager Bill Zolpar said the upgrades aim to protect the thousands of visitors and locals navigating the busy streets. Improvements include widened sidewalks, relocated utility poles, enhanced crosswalk signage, and ADA-compliant driveways. Our goal is pedestrian safety on sidewalks, at crosswalks, and by slowing traffic. That's according to Zolper. The project, set to run through May, also extends the median barrier by 2 blocks. Residents such as Kim Perry says that she welcomes the changes, citing the importance of safer streets for people and their pets. And our friends at DART Paratransit Service celebrated its 50th anniversary this week, highlighting decades of essential transportation for Delaware's elderly and disabled residents. Since 1974, the program has provided lifeline services, offering over 17,000 trips weekly statewide to support independence and connectivity. John Sisson, CEO of Delaware Transit Corporation, praised the service as a national pioneer, exceeding federal accessibility standards. Rider credit paratransit for enabling full, transparent, independent lives. The milestone celebration also spotlighted future innovations, including a micro-transit pilot program that aims to enhance transportation in smaller communities, underscoring DART's commitment to accessibility and progress. And before we leave you tonight, Rebel, a certified therapy dog, has become a beloved presence at Smyrna Elementary School, improving students' emotional well-being. Well, his owner, Melissa Wilson, was recently named Delaware's 2025 Educational Support Paraprofessional of the Year. Rebel assists students with focus and mindfulness, attending classes and hosting Dear Rebel writing activities. Wilson will receive $10,000 in grants supporting school programs. She says, quote, seeing Rebel's impact on students and families makes it all worthwhile. Well, I can't think of a better way to end tonight's newscast. That's fantastic news. Congratulations. And that's going to do it for tonight's edition of DETV News. Don't forget to follow us all along your favorite social media platforms for more updates on what's happening all around the state of Delaware. And if you have a comment, question, news, or sports tip, be sure to send it our way. You can contact us at press@detvch.com. For Shakara and all of us here at DETV News, I'm Matt Ford. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night. Good night. We don't talk about prostate cancer enough, and it's the most diagnosed form of cancer and the second most common cause of cancer death among Black men in both Delaware and the United States. Approximately 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime, but just by asking your healthcare provider if you should get a screening could help you detect prostate cancer early and save your life. So let's talk about it. Talk to your healthcare provider today about a prostate cancer screening if you are 40 years of age or older, or have a family history of prostate cancer. If you don't have insurance, or if your insurance doesn't pay for cancer screenings, Screening for Life may provide you with the screenings that you need, and Nurse Navigators make this process easier. To learn more, visit healthydelaware.org/prostate or call 211. Ask your healthcare provider about a prostate cancer screening, and you're asking for so much more.
My name is Jason Aviles, and I am the founder and owner of Fly Yogi, and I'm here to share with you some tips to be able to help fight opioid addiction. Opioid addiction is a real growing problem here in America, and I'm here to share with you some tips that you can be able to integrate into your everyday life to really fight against opioid addiction. One of the first things is redeveloping your mindset. One of the practices that I like to use daily is meditation. And what meditation does is it brings you clarity of mind, and it helps keep you grounded, and it improves your ability to make decisions that you are going to benefit from. A lot of the time we find that addiction is rooted in our mindset. It's rooted in how we think and how we perceive, and therefore how we act. So this is a really good way to help fight against that energy of addiction. The second thing is improving your lifestyle through diet and exercise. At the very root of addiction, there is substances within the body that's causing the addiction on a physical level. When we begin to introduce healthier foods, plant-based foods, we begin to remove and detox the substances that are in our body that's causing and attracting the addiction. So through incorporating more fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, and even drinking water on a daily basis, you're going to put your body in a state where it's going to be able to fight the root causes of these addictions. The second part is exercise. Exercise is good for mood. It's good for energy. It's good to increase vitality. It's good to get your heart pumping and get your blood flowing and get oxygen moving throughout the body. So through engaging in physical exercise, complemented by incorporating healthier foods, you're putting your body and your mind in a state where it does not want what's causing these things that are manifesting negatively in your life. So addiction can really be decreased by just incorporating a healthier lifestyle through diet and nutrition, exercise, and then also making sure that you're tackling the mind through mindset, through meditation.